Welcome to another video from GDS Estimating for WinBidPro version 15. This video is going to talk about the hardware list that's included with the program, and there's a couple ways to get to it, and one of them is this other hardware link in the menu tree. So when we click that, it opens up a window with the parts in it, and these are all hardware parts that are kind of global to the program. So we can actually access this list no matter what manufacturer catalog we're using. So it's a lot like the glass table, and it's the same thing where we can add parts to it, edit pricing, delete parts, basically put whatever we want in here. And it has a couple different price columns right now. I've kind of played with it a little bit, and we can get to those price or finish columns by clicking finishes here. And I can edit the name of something just by clicking in here. I can add a new finish, which would add a new column for new pricing. So the hardware list comes with just one price for all the different parts. But if you wanted to put your own parts in that have different finish colors and need different pricing, then you can just do what we just looked at there, add some finishes. And then it has the ability to change a group of parts, which is kind of like in the parts list for a manufacturer catalog. And you can change the part type, the stock length, which if this is hardware, you're probably not using stock lengths anyway, but a multiplier would be a big thing if there's a certain multiplier you want to put in. So it has that feature. And then it actually has something different. It has the supplier column. I guess that was in the beginning. So we go back here. So for suppliers, so if you have different suppliers for different hardware, you can just put the supplier name in too, and that can be configured here. You can put the supplier information in this table, and then you can select that supplier when you add a new part. So the next place you want to know about this is where the parts can actually be added, and that's the final parts window. So final parts, we'll get into that. It's got all your parts from the catalog that you're using for the job you're in. But now up at the top there's an add other hardware button. So that opens up that same hardware list. And another thing is it has a lot of the filtering and searching kind of tools that the other grids and lists have inside the program. So like if I wanted to look for hinge, I can type the word hinge. So this is kind of a global text search for this this grid here, because you'll notice if I type hardware, everything's going to come up because they all have hardware under supplier. So if you want to, and I can clear that by clicking that X. If you want to get more detailed with your searches, that's where you click the little filter icon and you tell it, do you want it to be equal to or it contains? Like if I want to say lock and filter for contains lock, then it's going to show me the results back there. So I can do that for any column I want. So if I want a lock that contains the letter 8 in it, or I'm sorry, the number 8, then I can filter to that. So you can do multi-column kind of filters, which helps narrow things down too. So that's a little different than the global just quick and easy filter. So to clear those types of filter, I can click this clear filter button. So basically if you select a part and it's got a price and you do have different finish columns in here, you'll notice there's this additional drop down up here. So I can select which finish column I want it to pick when I add the part to my final parts list. So if there are multiple prices for different finishes, you can actually tell the program which finish you want in your bid, and then when you select that part, it's going to add it to the final parts report. It's going to make it bold. So I've already added this other one below, and I can actually edit the quantity at this point. So if I need 3 of these, I can go in and change it there. So it's always going to add it as one, and then you can just edit the quantity. So you'll notice that it's got the finish color here. So if I picked a different finish, it would have listed that color here. So that's about it. And stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.